Delta Force is not on GeForce Now yet, and no, I have no idea if or when it will be coming to the platform. So make sure you do your job and request the game on GeForce Now on the Delta Force Discord or any other method they have. But in the meantime, if you wanted to know how the game would play on the GeForce Now Ultimate tier, I have a treat for you. The game can still be ran on Amazon Web Services machines, so I created a very similar machine on Air GPU using the 16-core EPYC processor and the same GPU that the GeForce Now Ultimate tier is using, the L40S, plus 64 gigs of RAM. Now if you're looking to try this out on your own, the link to sign up is in the description with our discount. Now this configuration is not an exact replica of the GeForce Now Ultimate tier, but it's very close. Can you be competitive with this? Let's lock and load and find out. Now I generally play at 4K, so this will be testing the configuration pretty hard. Now the latest season of Delta Force has brought night ops and the ability to play the campaign solo, so we're trying all modes including operations. So let's get into the graphics. My goal is to get at least 120 FPS at 4K with decently high graphic settings. This machine does have frame generation available, but you'll have to manually turn on the settings to do this by turning on hardware accelerated GPU scheduling and restart. Also, you'll need to turn off max frame rate in the NVIDIA control panel so you can go past 60 FPS. So for the actual settings, the game set me to Ultra. Granted, this isn't the highest. This is like a midpoint between high and ultra settings in any other game. I turned max frame rate off. DLSS set to balance, but you can probably set it to quality. I also recommend turning on NVIDIA Reflex as well. And finally, I'll turn on frame gen just to see how well I can play with it on. Now, disclaimer. This isn't a verified platform to play the game on, but as of now, nothing has happened to my account, and I've played many times. So please understand that I don't want to risk anything, so I'm not using my main account. This is my secondary account I use for the cloud. Just letting you know. So I tried to spend as little time as possible since this tier is very expensive, so I ran just a couple of rounds. I actually got the same map, trench lines, night and day. Now it's been a while since I played, so I'm a bit rusty. Plus, I don't have my usual loadout. But as you can see, this configuration has no problem hitting well over 120 FPS. So feel free to increase the graphics settings to your choosing. Since I'm on AWS, I have a pretty close server near me. Responsiveness was very good. For the most part, I played like I usually do on my local machine. Amazon Luna is naturally using AWS for their service, of course. Could you imagine if they supported this game and at 4K? But to be honest, I see Delta Force coming to GeForce Now before Luna. But I can dream, can't I? But anyway, I would definitely play regularly on the cloud if this was available. But what about operations? Now for operations, I went in with the same graphic settings, but this time I activated the streaming settings on Moonlight. In my opinion, reaction time is even more important in operations, so I wanted to see just how high my latency was. 15 to 20 milliseconds on average is very ideal for me, so this explains the good responsiveness. Now you might have seen plenty of our other GeForce Now videos and you'll see that I get around 25 milliseconds, so I would get similar results if I was on GeForce Now. And yes, you can be competitive. I played 3 games as my credit allowed me to, but each time I did extract successfully. Sure, I got hit, but thankfully I did have a team with me. But I was also able to wipe out a team on my own, so it is possible to play well on cloud gaming platforms such as this. And I'm sure GeForce Now would play in a similar fashion. Sure, these guys were scrubs, but a kill is a kill, right? Or 2. Now lastly, we played the campaign. Now the campaign is running on the upgraded engine of Unreal 5, unlike Warfare and Operations, so it's a bit more demanding. Plus, what's weird is that you cannot change the graphics settings in-game, even though frame generation and even multi-frame generation is supported. But I can't seem to set regular settings. Make that make sense. But anyways, whatever the settings are set for this configuration, I generally do get about 60 FPS at 4K, so it runs pretty well. Not that it can help you do better in this campaign, because this campaign is something else. Now you have the option to do this alone, but you really shouldn't. So that basically wraps up how Delta Force would run on the GeForce Now Ultimate tier. I hope it comes to GeForce Now soon, because playing the game on this tier cost me about $5 an hour. Yeah, I would love for it to come to the platform soon. Plus, I wouldn't have to worry about having that anti-cheat installed on my PC. But again, if you're interested in getting signed up with AirGPU to try this on your own, the sign up link is in the description. And if you like this video of simulating Delta Force on the GeForce Now Ultimate tier, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe and keep it locked right here at the only place we can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.
Jesus Christ.